the self-talk part of reframing your thoughts so that you are your own biggest fan.
Yeah.
People who aren't familiar with that probably like, you talk to yourself, like you say out loud, like, let's go, man. This is
100%.
This is your time, and you're telling us that you're training dudes to do that, and it's saving their lives really when it comes right down to it.
Man, I've been witness to quadriplegics walking again when experts say they would never walk again. You know, that's the level at which I know this works because I see it all the time. I've watched veterans and civilians go from wanting to kill themselves on a daily basis to loving life and leading other people. You know, so you can't tell me it doesn't work because I see it. We see it at our foundation. I see it with all of that population where literally every expert said, you will never do this again. We're like, why not? Why not try? You know, and let's do this. Let's see if you can. And a lot of times they can. I mean, I've literally seen people roll in a wheelchair. 9 weeks later, they're walking.
Like, let's not take somebody else's word for how we're going to live our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
You can tell me what your educated conventional medicine opinion is of my condition.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is running the show. So if I got this dialed in, anything's possible. The sky is the limit.
Yeah.
But if this is running away with every crazy thought, then, I mean, giving up, you know, running the white flag up the pole becomes this option. Quitting becomes an option.
It's easy.
It enters the vocabulary. On the breathwork side of things, when you first started to meditate, was it real difficult for you as a type A aggressive guy because you got that monkey brain going and you're like, how in the fuck is this even supposed to work?
Bro,
or
it was hilarious because I was at Paleo FX and I'm hearing all these people talk about breathwork and meditation. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna meditate tomorrow. My ex-wife is in the shower. I'm like, all right, cool. Laying in the hotel room, got my feet up the wall, and I put on a 5-minute meditation. And like everybody else, I don't know, like 15 seconds in, my head's like, what am I doing? Am I doing this right? What am I thinking about? I'm doing it wrong. I need to ask these guys this question. It just starts going. I'm like, well, fuck it. 90 seconds in, I'm done. So the next day, there was a panel of guys that were talking about it, and I went up to the microphone and said, hey, here's what happened yesterday. And they all started laughing. They're like, normal. So yeah, and that's the thing. Meditation is not about thinking about nothing. That's a common misconception. People are like, there's no way I can turn my brain off. You're not supposed to. All you're doing is increasing the space between the random thoughts. And the more you do it, like, dude, I am all over the place because I'm a creator. I have that mindset of always trying to figure out something or create something. And I can see it in other people too, but when you do it on a regular basis, and really it's very simple, just listen to a guided meditation, just breathe and listen to the human on the other side. That's all you have to do. And then when you recognize yourself trailing off into wherever, the example is it's like a cloud passing in the sky, like, oh, wait, here's a random thought, back to meditation. That's it. And the more you do it, the deeper you can get. Like 5 minutes used to feel like an hour to me. And then after a while, man, 20 minutes felt like 3 minutes because you just get in the space and dude, like everything starts to happen. You recover better. You're calm. You're centered. You can handle things better, stress, all those things. But it takes consistency with it. If you do it 3 to 4 days a week for 15 minutes, science has shown the real science. If you can meditate 3 times a week, 15 minutes minimum, there will be a physiological change within about an 8 to 10 week period in your brain. Little, but the more you do it, the better that result gets, faster.
Wow.
So, and the thing about breath work, dude, like I said, you're already doing it. You know, when I speak about breath, I tell like the first thing you ever did in life and the last thing you ever will do is take a breath, a deep breath. Just mind the gap in the middle. And it takes nothing but intention and attention. Like when you drive here, sit up, put your hands at 10 and 2, breathe. Listen to music, look around. As you're listening to me right now, breathe. As I'm listening to you, I breathe. It's not hard. So I've trained myself that in any situation, whether I'm tired because it's midday and I've already worked out really hard or whatever, I'm like, you'll hear me breathe. And I just take a deep breath, and anytime I start to get not spun out, but more like not triggered, but if something's about to happen, I'll automatically go into a breath without even recognizing I'm doing it because I've done it so much. So my brain has already rewired itself that as soon as I feel stressed, start breathing.
That's your autopilot now.
Yeah.
Did you, before you started the breathwork and meditation work, did you struggle at all with anxiety or depression? And if so, did the breathwork and meditation help?
I wouldn't
solve
say
that?
not. I didn't suffer with depression at all. It was more just the anxiousness of being an entrepreneur and being someone that's relying on myself, and really, like, look, man, especially with the population that I work with, our foundation. I mean, that's a big responsibility. So we got people's lives on the line, especially when somebody's like, "Hey, man, I think I'm gonna kill myself." Like, fuck. Okay, let's figure this out.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't really. It was more on those lines, but also as far as personally, it was just more of the anxiety of worrying about clients and this thing and that thing, and then just channeling the breath and reframing my language to, "Hey, it's good. You're good." And going through all the things that are going right instead of visualizing and perpetuating the things that aren't even here yet that could go wrong.